Hello everyone, my name is Elite Trainer Kenway, and a new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer has dropped today. Do you want to know which Pokemon that we know for a fact will be in the new Generation 9 games? We've got no time to waste, let's get started. So let's go ahead and cover the Pokemon that we know for a fact is going to be in the game based on the first trailer we saw back in February. We have the starters, obviously. Then we have Starly, Staravia, and Staraptor. Then we have Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff, as well as Bounsweet, Steenie, and Serena, as well as Petalil and Lilligant, although we do not yet know if Lilligant is going to show up in its modern form or its Hisuian form or both. Then we have Combee and Vespiquen, which you can tell in the overworld whether or not Combee is a male or female before you try to catch it. Then we have Seviper, as well as Drifbloom and Drifblim, as well as Cantonian, Meowth, and Persian, which lets us know that Meowth will very likely not get a new form in this game, as well as Stojurner, and Wingull, Pelipper, Clauncher, and Clawitzer, as well as Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey. Then we have Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone. Then we have Riolu and Lucario, as well as Pikachu, Pikachu, and Raichu, as well as Swablu and Altaria. And then we have Psyduck and Golduck, which will come to Golduck in a minute. And then we have Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar, which will come to Tyranitar back in a minute. And then we have a statue of Dratini. Now, Pokemon Legends Arceus had a statue of Galarian Weezing, even though neither Cantonian or Galarian Weezing were in Hisui. So we don't know for a fact that Dratini's line is going to be in this game, but it is a strong indication that it might. And I believe there's a very good reason why we have not yet seen the Dragonite line in this game. Okay, so I'm recording this just a few minutes after the trailer dropped, and a huge shout out to Birdkeeper Toby. I was on his watch party just waiting for the trailer to drop, and we were all passing messages back and forth. And Toby threw a shout out to me and nearly quadrupled my subscriber count in like a few minutes. I went from 22 subscribers all the way to 83, so thank you, Toby, for that. So I'm going to break today's trailer into two parts. First we're going to talk about the Pokemon that we've already known about who are going to be in this trailer. Then we're going to cut and talk about spoiler Pokemon, that being brand new Pokemon. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so first we have Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Talonflame, which both Fletchling and Talonflame were shown in the trailer, so we know Talonflame is not going to get a new form. Then we have Mareep, Flaffy, and Ampharos. Then we have Bagon, Shieldon, and Salamence. Then we have Venonat and Venomoth, which is actually interesting because to my knowledge, Venonat has not been in a regional Pokedex since Generation 1's Kanto. So this is a good opportunity for that. So this is a good opportunity for Venonat. Maybe Venomoth will get a new form. That would be really cool. But it's nice to see Venonat getting some love after basically 25 years of essentially being forgotten. And then we have Carkol, Roly-Poly, and Colossal. And then we have Marini and Toxapex. And then we have Cryogonal, which, again, it would be nice to see Cryogonal get a pre-evolution or a new evolution. That would be pretty cool. And then we have Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, which we saw Gengar in the game. So we saw Gengar as what looked like a wild Pokemon, so maybe you'll be able to find Gengar in this new region, just like in the wild area. It doesn't look like you'll have to trade to get Gengar, but time can only tell. And then we have Fomantis and Lurantis. And we also saw Choodle, which lets us know both he and Dreadnought will be in the new game. Alright, so let's take a break and talk about some features that we know are going to be in the game. So we read during the trailer that you'll be able to play with up to 3 players at the same time. So it's going to be similar to the Max Raid Den, but you'll get to actually run around with other players. So that's going to be awesome. Second thing is we saw, I'm not going to show it yet because there's a spoiler Pokemon involved, but we saw both Pokemon in the overworld, just like Sun and Moon and just like Legends Arceus. But we also saw the player character sneaking up on a Pokemon and throwing a Pokeball to catch it. What that lets us know is that the catching mechanic in this game is going to be very similar, if not just like it was in Legends Arceus, which is amazing. That's what fans have been clamoring for, is a quick, throw the Pokeball, get them, let's go. A quick catching mechanic. I really hope that the battling mechanic is going to be the same, where you can throw out your Pokemon, start the battle, and then run away if you need to without having to jump to a different scene. But that's definitely what it looks like the Pokemon Company is doing with Generation 9. Oh, and also it looks like we will be getting 2 different professors. Again, I'm not going to show them on screen just yet, just because we want to stay away from the spoiler part until we have time to put up a warning. But it looks like we're going to be getting 2 different schools and 2 different professors, depending on which version of the game you're going to play. So that is everything that we have for the pre-spoiler part of the video. Now, if you guys don't want it to be spoiled, chances are it already has. If you follow any PokeTuber, or if you follow anyone on Twitter or Reddit or Twitch, chances are this has been spoiled for you already. But if you want to stay innocent, cut off right now. We're going to head into spoiler territory in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So it is spoiler time. Woo! This is great. So I just want to say that I am super excited to be able to actually take part in the ramp up to a new Pokemon game. I remember very strongly when Sword and Shield was announced and watched all the PokeTubers help to ramp that up. And then I remember when Sword and Shield and BBSP and of course Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is the first time that I feel like I'm taking a part of this. So I want to thank you all very much for helping to be a part of this. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have 3 brand new baby Pokemon, and that I would just die for any of them. So we have Pawnee, which is electric type. It was using an electric type move in the trailer, so it looks like it's going to be the Pikachu clone. And then we have Smoliv, which is a small olive, and it's fantastic. And then we have everyone's new favorite, which is Lechonk. I absolutely love Lechonk. Everybody in Toby's watch party seemed to absolutely love Lechonk, and I absolutely want to have a Lechonk on my team more than anything you can imagine. Okay, so now it's time to talk about the box art legendaries. We have Koraidon, which is graced the cover of Pokemon Scarlet, and we have Miraidon, which is graced the cover of Pokemon Violet. They, Toby pointed out they look like space dragons. They absolutely look like space dragons, and I cannot tell you how much I'm excited for this. They look like Rayquaza mixed with Kyurem, and like just the style, not the color, but just the style of what they look like. They look like if Rayquaza and Kyurem fused, and it's just, I am so ready for it. And even in the trailer, like, I know it's not final game footage, but in the trailer you can see the scales on Koraidon's face, and you can see the steel on Miraidon. It looks like Koraidon might be fighting Dragon type, and Miraidon might be Steel Dragon type, just based on, it looks like Miraidon has some steel on his face. So that's what I'm going with. Alright, so that brings me to my last segment for today, which is to talk about my predictions. Before we do that, I want to point out that we have successfully predicted confirmed. We have successfully confirmed 73 Pokemon that are going to be in this game from the first 2 trailers alone. No one else that I know has actually done that yet, so I think we may be the first people to actually compile a list of all the Pokemon that have been confirmed for Scarlet and Violet. Not all the Pokemon, but all the Pokemon that have been confirmed so far. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about predictions. I have 4 major predictions for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. My first prediction, I've already hinted at, is that Koraidon is going to be Dragon fighting type or fighting Dragon type. He looked like he looked very fighty, dragony. He looks like a space dragon, but I don't know. It could be that Koraidon is a dragon from the Earth and Miraidon is a dragon from space, and maybe that's why they're clashing. We don't know yet. Maybe that's why Scarlet and Violet has 2 different types of fonts. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go on record and say Koraidon is a Earth dragon who's also Koraidon is an Earth dragon who's going to be fighting Dragon type. Miraidon, the purple one, is going to be a Steel Dragon type from space, and that's going to be the central focus of the fighting in this game. Is those 2 dragons are going to be fighting, and we have to step in and stop it. That's my first big prediction. Second big prediction. because we have Quaxley, who's going to be a water duck, and the Pokemon Company has been very careful to not show us Golduck in this game, my second prediction is that Golduck is going to get a new regional form. Now, what I would love for Golduck to have would be either Psychic Fighting, which would be freaking awesome. A third major prediction is that Tyranitar will get a new form. We've seen Larvitar twice in both trailers now. We've not seen Pupitar, we've not seen Tyranitar. I don't know if Pupitar's going to get a new form. They may do what they did with the starters and Legends Arceus and just keep the first two the same and change the third form. But I honestly believe that the Pokemon Company has not shown us Tyranitar, or Golduck for that matter, because they expect to give us new forms of those Pokemon. If I had to guess as to a typing for Tyranitar, given that everything seems to be going in the directions of dragons being a huge impact on this game, I believe that Tyranitar could either be a dark dragon or a ground dragon. I'm going to go with dark dragon, just because I would want to see a dark dragon Pokemon. And my final major prediction of this game is we saw the Dratini statue back in the first trailer. We have not seen a live Dratini, Dragonair, or Dragonite. And just like with the other two, I think there's a reason for that. I think that Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite are going to have a new form in this game. Even if not Dratini and Dragonair, definitely Dragonite will have a new form, because Dragonite was one of the most popular Dragon Pokemon when it back in Generation 1. But it's very, very severely lost its luster over the last 25 years because new, better dragons have come out. And just like I said with Tyranitar, this new game seems to be very heavily dragon focused. So I think we could do it. I think we could see a new Dragonite in this game. And so yeah, that's my predictions. Koraidon will be Dragon Fighting, Miraidon will be Dragon Steel, Golduck, Tyranitar, and Dragonite will get new forms in this game. Lastly, I wanted to point out that we got a new Pokemon Center, which looks kind of like a kiosk you would see at Disney World. It doesn't look like a center, it looks like a kiosk, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's everything that you need to know. Oh, you know what? I promised I would show you guys the new professors. So we've got Professor Sada, and we've got Professor Toro, which, I'm gonna say it now, Professor Toro looks like a daddy. But yeah, we've got two new professors. We've met them. It looks like one's gonna be in Scarlet, one's gonna be in Violet. You can customize your character. We saw plenty of different custom characters. We saw plenty of different custom player characters, just like it's been in the last 3 generations now, so that's not new. But yeah, that's all the new information we have today. If any more Pokemon get confirmed, ooh, this is exciting. If any new Pokemon get confirmed, when new Pokemon get confirmed, I will post it here. We will keep track. So far, we've got 73 Pokemon that we have confirmed. A few of them are new. Some of them are your old favorites, but we have 73 so far that we have confirmed. Once again, huge shout out to Birdkeeper Toby, who had quadrupled my subscriber count in 5 minutes. He did more in 5 minutes than I did in the last 5 months. So huge shout out to Toby. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will post a new video coming up on Monday, I believe. Peace.